I just left the restream.
Oh.
Oh no, your audio. Pete, your audio is bad here, man. Are you muted on the wrong thing? Also, Pete, on the bottom of StreamYard, there should be a little thing that lets you change the grid view. I'd recommend doing the one where it's 2 full boxes because right now there you go. Pete, you're not coming through on StreamYard. Your audio is either muted or there's something wrong. You need to go to your settings and make sure you're using the right mic. Hello, fine people that have made their way to Pete's channel. While Pete is getting through his technical difficulties, I highly recommend that you subscribe. This man does some very cool, very detailed technical paper reviews, white paper reviews, and goes over interesting information. Yeah, Pete's aware. What's up, y'all? I guess I am dominating Pete's stream at the moment. Pete, your audio is still no good, my man. Oh, no, I can hear my... Oh, no, that's because of YouTube. Sorry. Right. Yeah, make sure you guys are subbing. This man only has 88 subs so far. I'd love to get him at least past 100 tonight. What's up, Running Flame? You have your mic muted as well, just so you're aware.
Wrestling with my daughter, man.
Oh, man. So now we're in the after show. This is where we can get real spicy. What should we talk about, Running Flame?
Well, if you really want to tick off the viewers, talk about Google Stadia and get Keon in here.
Oh, goodness. Oh, Sneed trolling, bro. Yo, Mod Squad, someone ban this Sneed. He's obviously a troll. It's not the real Sneed. No, I'm just kidding. Well, oh, Pete.
How am I now?
Now we can hear you. No camera, but we can hear you. Oh, now you're gone, Pete.
Am I
here?
here?
Go ahead, talk.
Ahoy.
We can hear you now. Oh, okay. Well, okay. David, do I like stuff? Yes, I like stuff.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. We can hear you. You don't have to remove yourself again. We can hear you.
Okay, no camera, but whatever.
So, what do you want to talk about now, Pete? It is the after show, or the late show, as we call it. What spiciness do you want to bring up?
Spiciness. Let's see. What can we talk about?
Here's okay. I'll put this out to the viewers. So as you guys know, I flew out to Colorado a few weeks ago, and obviously I met the legend that is Pete the Bearded Dragon. I also saw him in Vegas. Do you guys want to hear some stories about my trip out to Colorado with Pete? I know it's not tech related, but...
I mean, we were sitting in a restaurant and getting what was about $700 megs down on T-Mobile.
Yeah, we were. So yeah, Pete. Well, I heard a yes from Ruben. Jay also says sure.
Yep.
So yeah, why don't you tell them about our first meetup and how me and Stetson actually got there, because it's a funny story.
So, let's see. First meetup, you and Stetson came to a pub house, if I remember correctly. I was sitting in a corner of, And you guys parked like half a mile away and walked up in the snow.
Yeah, it was pouring down snow, and we walked through the freezing snow. And at this pump house, you decided to sit under a seat that was right under a heater. So it was just blowing down hot heat.
That was the second time.
Oh, sorry. That was the second time. You're right. The first time it was in a booth. You're right.
Yep. But yeah, boiling hot heat.
Oh, yeah.
And I found Running Flame again.
Hooray.
Yeah. And I can hear
Yeah, hockey's good times. You just got to keep your beer off the railing.
We were talking about our first meetup in Colorado. We met at, what was it called? Pump House?
Yep.
Yeah, we met up at a place called Pump House.
It's a good institution, and they actually have some
great beers.
Swing the link. Where do you want me to send you the link to, Greg? I'll send
great
it to
beers,
Discord.
Great beers, and I had a burger there. I also had, on the second go around, I had their fish, although their fish wasn't
as good as the burger.
Yeah.
I had the fish too. I didn't mind it.
I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. It just wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as the burger.
And I would also go so far to say as it wasn't as good as some of the fish dishes that I've had here on the East Coast.
Oh, it is the East Coast.
Well, you're gonna be hard pressed to get good fish in Colorado versus the bays in Maryland.
Well, Pittsburgh is not really along the actual coast. It's kind of.
It's a coast.
Pittsburgh's not on a coast.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
You got a river at least. Beats most Colorado.
Yeah, you're in the Rust Belt. It's kind of rusty.
Yes, my chemical-laden fish. Thank you.
Yep. All your odd things because they dumped it.
It's only problem if the eyes are different sizes, right, Dennis?
Or you have 3 eyes.
I mean, I technically have 3 eyes. Wink, wink. Okay, sorry. That joke
was... opening his third eye on stream. Okay.
No, I feel like that joke went over your guys' head.
Stop talking about your boy, Dennis.
What's up, Greg?
Yo, what up?
Pete, you're not in the Northeast.
I'm in the Northeast. Colorado.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Freaking
got Archie here talking to me about Moab.
What's Moab?
It's a place in Utah. That's 8 hours away from me.
But yeah, what's up, Greg?
Nothing,
I know you had an exciting day with Spectrum. You were talking about earlier today in the spaces.
It freaking sucked, that whole process. Believe me.
Is it because it's Spectrum, or is it something special?
It's just all the work that had to be done sucked.
So yeah, he has fiber to his home, and he was getting absolute horrendous speeds. He finally decided to work up the courage to have a tech out, and they literally replaced everything. His Ethernet line that was ran to his router, the ONT, they replaced everything.
Did they fix it?
It is fixed. I got an email from the technician because he actually emailed me, which I was surprised by. He's like, so we got everything provisioned to 500 by 500 just for the night because we know that's working reliably. We're working on the gig. It should be up tomorrow afternoon.
Real quick, Greg, 500 by 500 is called Spectrum gig.
No, that's what it's provisioned for right now. He's like, we got it working reliably with no drop packets, no high ping times, but we're working on the gig by gig because I guess it needs more. I don't even know. He's like, it'll be done tomorrow.
And by done, he's gonna bump you up to 500 by 500 again. This is Spectrum.
I mean, it's 500 by 500 now, so. Go up
nothing to complain about. I mean,
no, I'm not complaining by any stretch of the anything. I was getting 75 by 200.
75 by 200. Damn.
So I'm okay with that.
Hey, you know what? You know what really sucks? And this was going to David out in the chat. I finished my 2.5 ounces of whiskey.
That's it? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Drinks like mother's milk. Do a speed test, Greg, and share your ping times.
Let's see what I'm getting. I'm on Wi-Fi right now. I'm not.
So we're looking like 30, 40 ping.
15.
That's pretty good for Wi-Fi.
So like I'm not complaining about anything ever. It's just it's good.
It's like a 5 millisecond ping to Spectrum.
Let me actually ping to your Spectrum speed test. So it actually like pings to their servers. All right, come on. Oh, does Spectrum just use like the Ookla like built-in thing, or will it select their actual server?
They default to Ookla, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, like it's showing like the speed test, like Spectrum logo. Yeah, let me go to speed test in a minute.
I'm running a speed test just for fun too, just to see what FiOS has been looking like. They've been rock solid, but I want to see what it looks like.
Okay,
by the way,
it's going to Syracuse. So it's still 15 ping. So that's actually not bad.
My ping is 3. My download is 864. And my upload is
by the way,
942.
David, we cannot say the S22 Ultra is going to be phone of the year yet. We're only 2 months in.
That's true. We're very. This is literally the beginning of the year.
Troy says his Windstream fiber markets are going to be hitting 2 gig, 5 gig, and 10 gig soon. That is going to be really nice for your customers, Troy. They might offer you a beer when you tell you can upgrade. I know. I tried to offer one to mine, but he wouldn't take it.
Yeah, but Pete, seriously, in all sincerity, I mean, I know I said this before, but I'm going to ask it and say it again. Seriously, what consumer is going to be able to take advantage of more than a gig?
I can't take advantage of a gig, and I upload and deploy disk images for operating systems.
I'm saying
to set
more
up
than
on
a gig.
servers.
I'm saying more than a gig.
Yeah. What I'm getting at is I probably do some of the more intensive uploading, and I can't take advantage to it. Technically, that pay-per-view video I uploaded was in 4K. Granted, it was just images, but it's in 4K. And my
that's going to be the limits of it.
My upload speeds to Google were only 200 megs a second.
That's interesting because I thought Google capped out at 300.
So the thing about internet speed is that you're limited by the bandwidth of the server you're connected to.
Oh, and by the way, screw you guys, I'm at 0 ping.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah, you also have Next letting you're right next to
home server guy. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a server room running out of your basement. All right.
No, I have a server room running 2.5 miles southeast of me.
So I get
0.5 ping.
I get 15 ping to a location that is just about a little bit over 200 miles away.
Not bad.
If I want to be
for 200 miles.
If I want to be exact, give me a second. It's 203 miles. Oh wait, hold on. Nope, that's not right. Hold on, I lied.
Good.
I lied. Hold on.
But yeah, Pete, if you're doing a gigabit, you really got to have a whole lot of high res multimedia. Otherwise, there's no benefit.
Running Flame.
Even if you're backing up a massive LAC collection, that doesn't require a gigabit.
No,
Sorry,
I do.
I'm at
enterprise.
200.
I do enterprise virtual machine deployment as well, and I don't even like
You don't
30,
touch that.
30 gig virtual machines. I can't even touch 300 up on the servers I go to.
Yeah, because VMs, it's latency. It's not bandwidth usually, unless you're doing a lot of stuff with DBs.
No, this isn't using the virtual machine. This is building the entire thing locally and then uploading it to the server for.
Okay, so you're uploading VMDKs.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Running Flame, check your mic, by the way, man. It's like crackly whenever you talk.
So Pete,
okay, how about now?
Still
I have
crackly.
a correction from the mileage. It's 240 miles to be more exact.
That's from was it Niagara Falls, Ontario to Syracuse, New York?
No, I'm more south.
Dude, I'm trying to obfuscate you.
No, I'm way
I
more south.
I know you're. What state are you in? Are you still in New York?
I'm in New York, but I'm so close to Pennsylvania, like I could walk.
Yeah, I know where you are. I'm trying to avoid telling people where you are.
No, there's hella cities over here, but literally I'm so close to Pennsylvania, I could go out and walk 5 minutes and I'll be in Pennsylvania.
Dude, I've been in your city. I can take a leak in it like it's in Pennsylvania. Good evening, MS.
And Dennis, this may be the open floor plan. Am I still correctly?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, blame the property brothers. Open floor plan echo.
No. You're the problem is you're not wiring yourself with mesh network pucks.
Do I sound decent? Because I'm on my
Yes.
MacBook right now.
Yes, you sound fine, Greg.
Troy, he lives in a place that starts with a B, if I remember correctly.
No, it starts with an E. If I do
Wait,
remember my time. Hold on.
Wait. You're in that E city in Western Pennsylvania or New York? Okay. You're actually within 100 miles of Troy, if I remember my New York topology correctly. So that's.
I mean, Greg, I know the real place that you're at, but. Oh, well, thank you for posting that there. Okay.
There you go. So there's no confusion. I trust everyone in here, but I do not trust the broader internet, though.
And he is from a place that starts with an A. I'm clearly going to say it on stream. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's from Assahola, New York.
Isn't that all of New York? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
It is, yes.
Aloha from Hawaii.
I'm from Florida, New York. That's where I'm from, Florida.
Nah, you know what? Greg's from the worst part of Pennsylvania. He's from Philadelphia.
Oh no.
those fucking Phillies.
I'm kidding.
I don't know.
Although they are home to Comcast's HQ, so maybe I'm not kidding.
The best thing to do when in Philadelphia is track down Comcast after hours, take a shit in their parking lot.
Have you actually hold up real quick? Have you actually ever seen their HQ building?
Yes.
It's actually a really nice building.
Yes, and it's rock resistant.
It's what?
Rock resistant.
Oh, so when the herds of people that have shitty internet come through with all the rocks, they
Yep, I threw a rock and it just bounced right off without doing any damage.
Damn, it must be that new plexiglass.
I know, right?
No, but
Yeah,
seriously, jokes aside,
No.
like it's like actually a nice building. Like they
That
actually have like a whole campus in the center of Philly.
Dennis, the glass is something you'll find on the Galaxy S22, but not an iPhone. Also, I'm only up to 94 subs.
I know.
Yeah.
We got to get you 6 more before the end of the stream.
You know, I am yet to sub, mainly because I'm just lazy and I don't want to scroll down. So,
dude, you don't
now
even
it's
need to
5.
hit the bell.
Here, let me hit the subscribe button.
Yeah,
because
you don't need to hit the bell unless you want to hear me talking tech while playing games that people say, "Hey, why don't you play this? I kind of miss the music."
Well, Pete, you know I subscribed, so
Yep.
I know that sounds really bad, but I'm like almost like I'm like subscribed to almost nobody, which is like awful.
Yeah,
But
you
there
don't
you go.
want people showing up. I know Ryan in chat is subscribed, and he agrees that Comcast HQ is nice.
hey Pete,
There
can I ask
you
you
go.
can I ask you a
5
question?
more.
Yeah, what's up?
Have you always been work from home, or have you ever actually worked in a proper office?
I've worked at IBM, CU Boulder, and PAR Electronics, which is the vendor of point of sale terminals.
All right, good. So when you worked for those offices, when it came around Christmas time, did your company always buy you like a ham or a turkey?
No,
Oh, is that uncommon?
I don't know.
I've heard of it happening, but I've never received one. But I do mainly work for myself, so
I did before COVID happened, and the company I was working for at the time stopped doing that when we came work from home, which made me sad because it was some nice ass hams and turkeys. Like they were thick boys.
Much like monetary bonuses, Christmas gifts are actually pretty rare as far as companies go.
Yeah, Christmas gifts like ham are bad for the bottom line. Also, they don't want to piss off the Muslims.
Well, that's why you got the option of ham or turkey. You got to choose.
Ham is amazing.
Fish.
It's like candy. Ooh, fish. Running flame. That would mean they're actually care about their employees' well being. Fish is amazing.
Fish is great.
Fish and liver. They're both
no,
great for you.
I'll pass on liver, but fish is great. Fish is great. My 2 favorite fishes are tuna and salmon. And if we're getting specific on tuna, bluefish fatty tuna is like literally orgasmically good.
Nah, dude, orgasmically good fish is monkfish and catfish together.
I disagree. Catfish is good, don't get me wrong, but the reason why I don't enjoy eating it is because of the bones.
To each their own.
I would rather not have a piece of food that can choke me, kill me, you know?
Dude, steak can choke you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's not a pleasant experience to have to pick through bones.
Archie, swordfish is good, but not as good as monkfish.
Very high mercury too, so that is an actual concern there.
For what? The catfish?
For swordfish, king mackerel and swordfish are very, very high in mercury.
Yep.
Whereas typical mackerel and sardines are amazing for you. Now, the latter, I recommend either chilies or herbs of paradise. Otherwise, not so.
Well, I mean, tuna is high in mercury, too. I mean, any fish that has a high fat content also tends to have a higher mercury content.
It's not about the fat content. It's about where they are in the food chain. So that stuff bioaccumulates. Smaller fish don't have nearly as much.
I do. What David's like, can we agree sushi is the shit?
It is. It's great.
It is.
I actually hate sushi.
I disagreed until I married a Californian.
I actually hate sushi, but sashimi is where it's at, let me tell you.
Well, sashimi is just the raw fish, basically, with no rice. That's the difference.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on, Pete. Where did you get sushi from? Was
Sashimi
it
is
from a place
with rice.
in Colorado?
I'm periodically on in Rhode Island, New Jersey, and Vegas and California.
Well, hold on, Greg. I had one of the best sushi eating experiences in Colorado. There was a really nice restaurant down in Boulder. It was a proper traditional like izakaya, and it was
Yes, but Dennis, for fuck's sakes, they put jalapeno in the salad.
They didn't put jalapeno in the salad.
The hell?
They didn't do that. Dude, the place that I went to with Stetson was the one that was like $400 for the meal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was insane, but it was great.
Hello, David. By the way, fugu's where it's at.
Bro, they had they had natto, they had fermented rice, they had imported Japanese whiskey there, and dude, it was great. It was
dude, you're gonna have to send me this location.
You know what's surprisingly good? Japanese gin.
Oh,
Japanese gin.
Like most gin is garbage. Japanese gin surprisingly good.
Send me this place. When I get a real job, I'm going there to celebrate.
I got you. The only problem is that I don't necessarily remember where it was, so I'll have to look through my pictures.
I don't give a damn. I just need the name.
I know. I don't remember the name. That's the thing. So I'll have to go through my pictures to look at where the location was with the filter, so that I can then remember what place it was.
Fine.
Pete, I thought you were making the buku bucks. Are you a starving academic and stuff?
No, I'm a recently graduated academic in the time where people were not looking for professional researchers.
I am currently unemployed looking for a job opportunity.
So real talk. I've been looking for work for 6 weeks. I've put in like 40 applications. Most places, for what I do, they either want 5 to 10 years of experience or an active security clearance higher than what I have.
Damn,
I mean, Pete, the answer is just get a customer service job. They're always hiring for those.
Yeah, but the master's degree should make me worth more than $17 an hour.
You would think that, but then talk to the person that's working at McDonald's making $9 an hour who has a bachelor's.
That's illegal in Colorado.
What?
$9 an hour.
Well,
here it's a minimum of $13.40.
Well, the minimum wage over here in PA is $7.25. So
elect better representatives, Dennis, for fuck's sake.
Listen,
you know how
you're
much
talking.
The McDonald's pays here. It's
$14.50.
It's an incredible amount.
$20.
What do you think?
$20.
$25.
They pay $23.95 an hour.
Damn, sign me up.
Which is like the weirdest.
Where are you, Manhattan or Australia?
It's like the weirdest. Like 20. It's like $23.95, but like I don't know why they made it 95, but it's like they pay that, and I don't know why. It's also a crazy It's also a crazy busy McDonald's, so that might play a part into it. It's like one of the busiest.
Sign me up, bro. Sign me up. But hey, jokes aside, Pete. As far as electing better representatives, you do realize you're talking to the self-identified socialists, right?
So
you think if I had my way, I'd have the politicians in power making the decisions that they do?
You're kind of conservative compared to me.
Well, yeah, you're a communist. I'm a socialist.
I even have the card.
There's a
card.
Do
you really have a card that says that you're a communist?
Yep.
Communist Party of America, it still exists.
Well, you know what?
No. I'm not affiliated with the Communist Party. I'm affiliated with the American Workers' Party.
Well, you know what, Pete? As long as you don't pull a Joseph Stalin, I think we'll be okay.
Stalin was not communist. He was a nationalist Stalinist.
My point
Stalin was right-wing as socialist go. Just putting that out.
What was that, Running?
I said Stalin was right-wing as socialists go.
Yeah.
In a historical perspective, it is true.
My point being
is to the right of Maoists.
My point being is just don't do any great purges, and I think we'll be okay, Pete.
let's see. Archie says, anyone interested in VZW Openshift World or AT&T FirstNet MCPTT? I have not looked into that.
What are either of these things? I have no clue what either are.
Yeah. Could you elaborate, Archie?
He said work. Openshift work.
Yeah, but I still have no idea what those things are.
Well, we do have the
OpenShift
internet.
was basically the open standards-based cloud platform that jeez, company out of San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, Running. Can I ask you a question? Are you using a headset or no headset, or what are you talking on right now?
I am using a headset. Whether or not it's actually using that or my phone's mic, I don't.
Can you try just using your phone's mic just to see if that sounds any better?
Sure, I'll give it.
Yeah, because he does sound like he sounds pretty booty.
Yeah, sorry about that. Any
You
better?
sound so much better.
That is weird. I'm guessing those Aftershocks mics are not so good.
No, they were terrible.
That surprises me because I hadn't heard anything during Sneed's stream.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't either.
They were fine during Steve's stream, but I kid you not, you were literally unaudible when you were talking on this stream.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm probably garbled anyway due to too much scotch, but
No,
I'll
you sound
do
fine.
whatever works best.
Although there's a minor echo whenever I'm talking, you have your mic open.
Hey, by the way, I figured out how to knight people. Congratulations for moderation, Sneed Mobile Tech.
Oh, I don't get part of Mod Squad.
What's your YouTube channel? Ask me for a YouTube channel.
I just commented sad face. It's Dennis P.
C/C Dennis P.
Mm-hmm. It's just Dennis P.
So here's a little bit of a topic. Has anyone talked about the AT&T 3G shutdown?
Wait, you said congratulations, but I'm not modded. Dennis P.
I thought I
sometimes you gotta refresh or rechat.
Okay, sorry. Let me refresh on the
The
AT&T
3G shutdown, the issue they're going to run into there is any kind of corporate agreements they had with the ADTs of the world. What I'm hearing from reading over Twitter from Sasha Segan and others, Harold Feld, is they've got on the order of 3 million home alarms. They're not going to be able to just get those people migrated in 2 weeks.
Nope. So I found in the right-click contacts menu that I can add moderator. No, they're not going to add the 3G, move the 3G people over. So those alarms.
They have an adapter. The alarm companies have an adapter that you can plug in for existing security systems that will let it so it connects to LTE.
Not the landline. Now, sir. Now the question is this adapter nuclear powered?
No.
If only.
So there's another issue. A lot of home security systems are basically security theater because they do not have battery backup. If you don't have battery backup and the power goes out for even a moment, you don't have security.
Yep, it worked. I'm a mod now.
I think that comes down to poor planning on the alarm system part.
I mean, they don't make their alarms nuclear powered either, and that's kind of poor planning.
Yeah, because that's
I wouldn't go that
what
far.
I want in my home.
Like nuclear thermal is very, very expensive, but yeah, just even 15 minutes of battery backup would meet a lot of needs.
15 minutes is not enough as someone that experienced a 24-hour power outage.
But yeah, if people are gonna break into your house, it's the police response time is typically on the order of 5 minutes. So if you're gonna hang around for 20 minutes before you can actually do stuff, that's gonna be a problem for most people who are planning to break into places.
Yeah, but I'm saying the backup power needs to last longer than 15 minutes because if there's no power in the house because there's a power outage, you don't want your system just not operating.
Also, what if you're in the situation where you can get them to willfully invite you in and then just chloroform them?
Ah, Pete's favorite drug of choice.
How'd you know, Dennis? How'd you know?
Because you tried using that on me. Down in Vegas. You wanted me to go into your hotel room.
Dude, that wasn't chloroform. It was just isopropyl alcohol.
Hey, I mean, I got lucky in Vegas. I got millimeter wave in my hotel room. That's all I care about. I do some coffee
Yeah, you
pot.
were down the freaking hole for me, and I didn't get shit.
Yeah,
Well,
you know what's crazy is I was at the
That's what's
Caesar. I was at the Caesar, and I had honestly awful service with AT&T, pretty solid service from T-Mobile, and up until like the last couple of days, bad service with Verizon until the last couple of days.
In the Polo Towers, my Verizon and T-Mobile were about the same. The biggest difference was the Los Mobile Verizon plan I was using did not have a data cap.
Dude, that Los Verizon plan is so fucking legendary. It is so god tier.
Talking about fucking legendary, there was a plane that could like pick that plane up and kick it in the balls.
What plan is
to
that?
waste them Sunday. Los Blue.
Ah, yes, I recall that plan.
When we get in it back?
Didn't
I
Carlos
have no comment
message
on
you?
that.
No. Does this mean I have to call him tomorrow with a SIM card?
Let me
no comment
give
on that.
an
We can talk-
advertising slogan here for that if it comes
we
back.
can talk on the back end.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we'll have
call
to talk on the
Carlos.
back end.
I'm gonna call Carlos.
The Johnny Walker Blue of phone service.
Cade, somebody exposed ADTU where if someone went to snip the wire back of the system, then the power will get cut off to the system, and then burglars can get away. Yes, Cade, that is also the case for the Comcast security system. I've exploited it a couple times with permission.
Very, very, very important to get permission.
Oh yeah, red teams are key if you want to make sure your stuff works.
I excel. I excel at getting my get out of jail free cards.
So, Pete, hot take here for you. Even though the Los Blue plan was objectively better for having unlimited hotspot, I would argue that the Los Red plan is still better just because of the higher priority on Verizon is way more beneficial than the higher priority on AT&T. That's my hot take.
It depends on the area, and quite frankly, I prefer the grandfathered unlimited plan over the current plan.
Which grandfather plan are you referring to?
2008 unlimited. But not provisioned for a hotspot.
Well, also, I don't know if Carlos talked to you behind the scenes, but we might have a fix for that too, Pete.
I'm going to call him tomorrow.
I mean, you could just talk to me behind the scenes. I know.
No, I'm going to call him tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Don't trust me or anything.
No. I actually. So I enjoy talking to you, Dennis. I also really enjoy talking to Carlos.
I talk to Carlos a lot. Literally every time we talk, I swear our phone calls are like 2 hours long.
Dude,
it just
two
literally
hours
just
long.
happened.
Yeah.
Wait, what's up, Greg?
Yeah, it just happens. I don't know how, but if you're on the phone with Dennis, it will end up being. It will be a minute. That's all I gotta say.
Well, Greg, most of the times when I talk to you, we're putting in work. I honestly don't think I've called you yet since coming back home. But that's also because we haven't been really putting in work on the on the side.
So I talked to Carlos about fun doing auto mechanics, things like that, and it just
Hey Pete, I got a question for you.
yeah,
All right, do you have a Los Magenta or Magenta Max line by chance?
nope.
Damn.
I mean, I have an empty T-Mobile SIM and an active one. Actually, two of them, but
We have to. I wanted to give you one because I didn't get to test it when I was in Colorado, unfortunately. But I really wanted to do a side by side test comparing Los Magenta versus like Consumer Magenta Max versus the
um, I'm not consumer, so I get the same priority as Los Magenta Max on the network. The only difference between Los Magenta Max and what I have is I have a
Hotspot.
100 gig data cap in the hotspot.
Gotcha.
So not we've already tested T-Mobile.
If you're using more than 100 gigs a month on mobile hotspot, get home internet.
I have fiber, but
There you go.
no, the problem is I work places where they have DSL, and it's
Ooh.
quicker for me to use the T-Mobile N41 or the Lowe's hotspot than their own internet.
Hey, so Pete, real quick, I want to address a comment real fast. It's from Archie.
Yeah.
They asked me, do I ever host streams on my Dennis P YouTube channel? The answer is no. I do not host streams or produce content on the Dennis P channel. All the content that I do personally is on the Best Phone Plans channel.
And actually, when I type in Dennis P, it comes up with best phone plans.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Look at
interesting.
YouTube. Look at YouTube getting all snazzy with the names.
Yep. So MS is wondering, Dennis, what's up with the unlimited T-Mobile hotspot on Los Magenta?
Was there? I don't remember there being a conversation about there being unlimited hotspot. Was there?
Yeah, they don't offer that. I mean, hell, even on the 5G puck, they don't offer that.
Yeah, I don't remember having. I don't remember any talks or Carlos saying anything to me about any plans for limited hotspot on the T-Mobile stuff.
From talking with Carlos regarding that, they won't even give him the option at the moment.
I mean, look, I'm gonna just say it for what it is. I mean, the magenta, the Los Magenta plans for what they are, for what they're priced at, I already feel like they're probably the best value you can get outside of like really lucrative like family plan deals, like with like free lines. I mean,
or the business plan I get.
right, but I mean
I get
like
T-Mobile one lines.
but like I mean like $40 for Los Magenta or 55 for Magenta Max.
That's a fucking steal. For single line, that's $55 for an $80 line.
I do see hotspot becoming a differentiator that doesn't have much of an upcharge because most people don't use it, even if it's available. So utilization being low, the actual cost to transport that data for the carriers is very low versus the promotional value.
Yep.
So, Peter, we meeting up this fall at Los Hermanos, Los Pollo Hermanos.
Ooh, I gotta find that chicken place. It's a damn good chicken place. Damn good. Wait, we talking
They're
about that
actually
one in Albuquerque?
legitimately. No, that was a Breaking Bad thing, but there is a legitimately great Hispanic chicken place chain. I forget where they're based out of. I'll have to find it. It's Los Pollos Loco, something like that.
Los Pollo
Hello.
Loco. I think I've been into a place like that.
Oh yeah, you want a good sandwich that's not Chick-fil-A and has queso and green peppers on it? That's the place to go.
So, real talk with Chick-fil-A, due to their homophobia, I'm not going to enter there in my natural born lifetime.
See, now, Pete, I mispredicted your politics. I'm gonna admit that.
I think
People
I've
tend
only
to do,
been.
but
I think I've only
I
been to a Chick-fil-A once.
and somebody brought you there.
Yes.
So, when it comes to politics, I try to be outwardly moderate, so nobody can really complain.
Wait, I have a question. Alternate Reality is saying AT&T Max Unlimited through Walmart. AT&T doesn't offer.
I thought it
Unli-
was the prepaid that they
Yeah,
offered
it's the
for Walmart.
prepaid. But I think
Yeah.
you have to buy a phone.
You do.
And also it's $50 and it's 22 gigabytes of priority data, and then it's depriored versus. Well, if we're talking about Magenta, it's 100 gigs of priority. So they're not really comparable plans.
Yeah.
And also, one
There
gives
you
you
go.
50 gigs of hotspot. The other one gives you, I think, 10.
So, Dave, I've had chicken in a church with it deep fried in saffron oil and what was it? Almond flour. Ooh, man, that was dope. You said that Jesus chicken.
Hey,
El
so
El
apparently,
Pollo Loco is the chain, by the way.
apparently, C-band's been spotted in Chicago with AT&T.
Yep.
Chicago is like wireless utopia. They have
So
relative density in apartments, and they have very liberal zoning.
So we got like 5 to 10 minutes left here. I'm gonna say, Dennis, the Best Phone Plans podcast. By the way, if you don't watch that, probably should once in a while. Great show. I watched this one you did with Sasha Segan of PC Magazine. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I did a few with them. Go on.
Yeah. Most recent one, he mentioned that C-band in Colorado has an issue due to government satellites. So, yeah, even this FAA saying you can do it in more markets, I'm still not cleared until 2024.
DoD's got to be assured the Gould aren't coming back.
Yep.
Hey, so Pete, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How long are you planning to stay in Longmont?
Well, my lease is up for renewal in August, so it might be depending on where I find work. But I'm probably going to be near my extended family here, simply because even if I'm not employed, they're still dependents.
Hey Pete, I got a recommendation.
Oh,
Just move to Vegas.
I'd probably move somewhere in the Salt Lake area for family.
Close
But
enough.
close enough. That's 8 hours to Vegas, 8 hours from Longmont.
I gotta get up to Salt Lake City one of these days.
Well, Pete, let me ask you something, man. If you were to move someone that wasn't Longmont, where would you think about moving?
It depends on how much I get paid in the job.
Well,
If
let
I
me.
could land a, 100K, 120K job in the Rust Belt doing what I do, I'd move.
Let me ask. Let me try to phrase this a different way. If you
How,
had to plop yourself down somewhere, obviously Longmont Fiber wouldn't be a thing. Which internet provider would you like to have, and why?
Well, there's this artist colony roughly 25 kilometers north of Nice in France, and they have municipal fiber. I go there, or I take Starlink on an island in the Aegean.
Salt Lake City has municipal fiber.
They do, and I'd go there if I could.
That.
I'd go there if I could get a job simply because of family. But yeah, if I could go anywhere, it'd be somewhere in France. Like, so Greg texts me going past the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. Oh, Pete, this is your favorite place. And all I do is say, Paris? Where's Paris? How do I get to Paris?
You can show the screenshot if you want to.
Isn't Paris in Texas?
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that up real quick.
It's not that far up. I guarantee you. We do not DM a lot. So, and you can see the coffee maker too.
Yeah.
I'm
So
looking over it now.
Let me find that on my Discord. That's why I didn't get a camera. I didn't properly exit the restream video.
Oh well.
Let's see. Nope, won't go unless I refresh the thing. But let me.
Here, let me see if. Oh, here I can get it. Let me save the picture of the coffee maker. Hold on, and then isolate these tabs because I have work stuff open. So I do not want anyone seeing any of that. Give me a second. I can pull them.
Oh, I'll just show the coffee maker window.
Okay.
Give me a second.
If you can, here, let me see.
Right there, there's a coffee maker on the bottom. And there's the speedy gun in the hotel room.
No, that was on the coffee maker, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was like just inside, yeah.
Yeah, that's how
like,
you set up your coffee machine. You put the hotspot on there and you got that speed.
Here, open them up a little bit. You can click on them, I think.
But first, right here, you take a picture saying your favorite place going past T-Mobile Arena. And I'm like, Paris? And he's like, no, that's T-Mobile Arena. Me, that's not Paris. And this is how he got millimeter wave in Vegas. He put his phone right on that coffee maker. Yeah.
When they came in to clean my room, they were probably like, "Why the hell is there a coffee?"
Hey Pete,
maker?
sorry for muting myself. I was talking to Stetson for a second. He just sent me over a app. It's mapping.thexes.app, and basically it lets you export speed test results from Ookla speed test app into a CSV file, and then displays it on like a Google map, so you can see like the little drop-its of like your locations of where you ran your tests.
Is that available on iOS? Because I don't think iOS lets things touch each other.
So it's a web app. So you export your results from speed tests into a CSV file and then put it into the app, and then you
Okay, that's better because you know this shit with the metaverse where you're not allowed within 10 feet of people. That's how iOS has been working. Not allowed within 10 feet of another app.
But Pete, the great thing, here's the best part though. It shows a pin, and then when you click on the pin, it shows you the speed test results too. So like you can see like 5 meg down, 3 up, and the latency. And it shows the device that you used.
You're gonna have to Discord that to us.
I know. It's looks to be very useful, and we can add on to Stetson's and build our own little map.
Well, I'm not gonna do that because I run a lot of speed tests at my house. I would have to like exclude that area or something.
That and plus, I like to use Cell Mapper because it has more of a better bearing, but it's still kind of cool.
Indeed, it is.
Yeah, you're
On a
gonna have to send
topic
that
of
to me.
on a topic of Cell Mapper, by the way, I've passed the 1 million mark.
Congratulations.
I have like 700 towers on Cell Mapper.
No, I meant like for data points collected, I passed the 1 million mark.
I don't even know what I have. Let me see. I have 304,000 data points and 600 towers.
Can I just say it makes me feel really good that I filled in so many places that had no dots with dots?
Have you been mapping Verizon? You best have been mapping Verizon.
Bro, you know I've been mapping Verizon. That's the whole reason I went on a trek to get a Verizon SIM, which required me to go to 2 different Apple stores, because when I was going to drive the one, I told you there was a bunch of police cars in front of the one and I couldn't go inside. Remember?
Have you been doing like the towers? Like
Yes.
confirming them?
Oh no. No, because I don't know how to like even though I know where a tower is, I don't know how to like do that proper.
No, okay. I mean, I know where a lot of towers are, so I basically like you could.
I've
I've
only moved
do
one
Google Maps
tower.
first.
I've only moved one tower, and that was the one that I'm not gonna say because it's too close to where I grew up at. But I only moved one because I knew the literal address by memory and by heart, and that was a T-Mobile cell site. So
Oh, look, I just found a Verizon small cell. I'm gonna map it real quick. In Pittsburgh, by the way.
So,
wait, what's up?
Dennis, could you post that app in the chat?
I could put it in the Discord, then you could put it in the chat.
Okay, I'll do that. And after that, I'm going to be heading to bed and closing out the stream.
Well,
Come on,
actually,
Pete,
you
it's only
actually
10:15,
hold up,
come on.
pause. Don't share it in the chat. Just keep it between us because I just realized this is Stetson's version of it, so it's gonna show Stetson stuff. So don't put it in the chat.
Well, I'm not going to put it completely in chat. I'm going to obfuscate it. But some
Look at
people,
that. Look at Pete.
Hold up, I just realized I did that wrong because Discord's stupid. There we go.
what I do?
No,
Well,
it was
Dennis,
me.
so I guess you like Pete better than me because you never sent it to me.
I'm sorry, but Pete has a recognizable username, and I forgot that you are something else on Discord because I always refer to you as Greg.
His name's Greg, right?
His name's Livin on Discord.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm living life.
Not for long based on how you drive.
When we were going to the hotel,
Didn't
me
you
and
like?
Pete, me and Pete both left the same place at the same time, and
And
I
he got there
there
15 minutes earlier.
significantly faster.
Granted, he drove into 3 balls. So...
Wait, Pete, real quick. Do you want to hear a funny story that I'm not sure I shared with you, but I'll share it here now?
Sure,
So-
and then I'm going to bed.
So as you know, when I was in Vegas, Carlos took me and Greg out to go shooting in the desert. I was driving my rental car with Greg inside in the passenger seat, and Carlos was doing his thing. We got out to the desert, and it was dark, so we turned on the lights. My car battery died in the middle of the desert.
Piece of
I'm
shit
sure that
car.
happens.
That was the most piece of
Not
shit
go
car
shooting with
ever.
Carlos in the desert. He's a good guy, but I'd be afraid I'd take him off, and I'd be buried out there. I'm just saying. straight up.
Carlos wouldn't kill you.
No, he's too paranoid about the paperwork.
All I gotta say
Um,
is Dennis is the most cautious person with a firearm I've ever seen.
I take gun safety serious.
Like the gun was at the ground with my finger at least 6 inches from the trigger, and he's like, "Yo, you gotta be careful. You gotta chill out."
So this is
No,
what,
you had your hand on the trigger, which is why I called you out, and I told you you had to
No
put the safety
way
on
I
each
did.
time. Yes, you
The
did. That's the
safety
reason.
was on.
That's
No
the reason
way.
I called you out.
No way.
If you haven't pulled the trigger with it pointed at the ground, it's not unloaded.
So this is what I like about Lowe's. He didn't even bring up doing desert shooting with me.
I mean, that was my thought. I wanted to go shooting because he has an awesome collection of firearms.
Yep.
And hey, look, I know I'm a socialist, but I also grew up in the country. I love me a good firearm.
I'm
I
just
love
not
me
a
a good
firearm
firearm.
person.
Hey, look, firearms when used responsibly can be good fun.
Yes. Anywho, I'm gonna head to bed.
All righty.
Everybody can continue here, but you're
Nah,
not getting the interaction.
Nah,
I'm totally good. Listen, I've put in, I want to say what? Let's see. We started at 8, 9, 10, 11. Call it 11 and a half hours of this, or excuse me, 3.5 hours of streaming at this point. I'm good.
yeah, pretty much. Hit me up if you care to, Pete. We'll work something out there, but otherwise, you take care.
Hey,
Try
Pete,
not
before
to
we end this, did we get past
deal
100
with it, please.
subs?
No, it's showing 91 and it's been oscillating, so I think it's kind of, kind of screwy. So we'll figure out tomorrow.
All right, man. Well,
Also,
hopefully,
it jumped back up to 95, so who the hell knows?
well,
Hold
hopefully
on, you gotta do like the YouTube stats because that's completely up to date. Oh, let's see.
YouTube stats.
Social Blade, that's what it's called.
Social
what-
link?
Social Blade. And then whatever, I don't know what you named your channel. Is it just Peter B?
Yeah.
Guessing?
I mean, you do realize YouTube Studio is a thing, and that's even more accurate than Social Blade, right?
Yeah, I'm at, it says I'm at 91, so who the hell knows?
So people probably subscribed and probably unsubscribed. You'll
Whatever.
see tomorrow. You'll see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Damn,
Anywho,
if I look up,
what's up, Greg?
no, never mind. Hold on, let me see. We'll see. Give me a second.
It's /Peter Burrell, BORRELL. I tried to change it, but it won't let me.
But anyway, hopefully this gets you the push
There
in the
you
right direction so you can get past 1,000 subs and go on your journey to getting it monetized and making yourself a full-time YouTuber.
Yes, it does. It does say 91 subs on Social Blade, so it is. It is correct.
Yeah. So,
Because
we'll
sometimes when you hit the marks, it'll stop.
yeah.
I'm
I
like,
agree. And Pete, if you're doing N64 stuff, Castlevania 64, man, come on. Atmosphere. Yeah.
Two things. One, I don't have the game, and two, I don't know how to connect it to an HDMI.
Ah,
Dude, I have a list of games I have. Castlevania is not on there for the 64.
All right.
Although-
Castlevania is always on there for me, regardless of
Although,
content.
well, the big issue is I've never found it in a used store.
All right, Pete. It's time to round out because I'm actually getting really hungry. But before we do, let me remind everybody that ends up becoming that wasn't part of the live. If you see this video, make sure you subscribe to this man. He is a legendary man with a legendary beard. He goes over very informative videos talking about different white papers. He's just a wealth of knowledge. Make sure that you also check him out on the SMT channel, which is Steam Mobile Tech. He does lots of guest appearances there. And for Patreon members for SMT, actually does some whiteboard stuff for their Patreon members and extra content.
I also talked over my master's, parts of my master's thesis there.
If you liked me, make sure you check me out on Best Phone Plans. Pete was gracious enough to mention that. He also appears on our channel. And
I jumped in when asked. Sometimes I feel a little awkward saying, send me a link, damn it.
no, it's totally fine. That's what it's all about.
So you also, for some reason, Stetson likes going live when I'm eating dinner.
You know.
I feel like that's a common trend with you, Pete.
Hey, I eat dinner at 5 Mountain Time. I can't do it earlier, and I can't do it later.
Is that because of the diabetes?
No.
Just how you are?
That's how I am, and then I
No,
don't eat from...
just have a meal at 1 o'clock in the morning. That'll get you straight.
Yeah, but the wife gets up in the morning, and I can't do that to her.
Oh.
All right, Pete, but let's hit the end stream button.
Yeah,
Everybody say
I think this
peace.
is about it.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you
Enjoy
all
your
for joining.
cottage cheese and get some sleep.
Get some sleep, damn it. Good night.
Deuces.
Do you know how to end the stream?